and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making some Bourbon Pecan chocolate chip cookies, which are absolutely my favorite. I make these for every occasion, and with that in mind, you will need some butter, brown sugar, granulated sugar, eggs, vanilla, all-purpose flour, baking soda, bourbon, chocolate chips, and pecans. So with that in mind, grab your mixer and let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start out with the butter. We're gonna add 1 1/4 stick of butter. I actually melted extra butter just because after this video, I'm gonna be making these snowball cookies. So if you wanna go check that out, I'll be putting a link down below. And we're just going to put this on low speed. Let that mix, and while that's mixing, we're going to chop up our pecans. And this recipe is gonna make about between 15 to 20 cookies. And I'm just lightly chopping these. I don't want these super thin or anything, just want them pretty chunky. So, alright, so now that my butter is done, and I forgot to say that I'm using the paddle attachment to my mixer, and this is just a 5-quart. So now we're going to add in our brown sugar. And I was just at the store specifically to buy eggs. Only bought eggs, and I should have bought some more sugar while I was there, but it's gonna be okay. We'll make it work. We have enough for today. Okay, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Quarter of a cup of the granulated. Okay, and I'll let that beat. On high real quick. Okay. We'll lift that up. Okay, now we're gonna add in our vanilla. We're gonna be using this vanilla pura. This is the one that I get from Mexico, so it's really good. Okay, so we're gonna add 1 teaspoon. And we're gonna add in our 1 egg. I'm super excited because I have my new Harry Potter spatulas. Okay, now we're ready for the flour, and we're gonna be adding 1 cup and 6 tablespoons. Okay, next we're gonna add in our baking soda. And we need a 1/2 teaspoon, and make sure you're using baking soda, not baking powder, because it will come out completely different. We're using baking soda today. Okay, next we're adding in our bourbon. This is a 1835 whiskey bourbon, and it smells like vanilla, so this is why I picked this one. It wasn't that expensive. This one was, I wanna say like $25 to $30. So it was like medium, but even when you open it, like, it smells like vanilla. So I think this one's really good for baking, but I'm not like the 100% expert on all whiskeys and bourbons, so don't ask me. This is just the one that the guy recommended, and it actually just turned out really good. So we're just gonna keep with this one for today. And I'll put a link down below if you wanna use this one as well. We're using 2 tablespoons of bourbon. I'll put it on low as I add it. And I don't know why, but the bourbon honestly makes it feel like it's one of those like really soft sugar cookies. Something with the bourbon, it makes it like just really soft, and instead of like a harder chocolate chip, it makes them just like gooey soft. Even the next day, they're like super soft still. So that's honestly why I love this recipe. Next, we're adding a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And we're using the Nestle Toll House, the semi-sweet morsels, the regular ones, not the minis. I'm just gonna add in like another 1/4 of a cup. Okay, now we're going to lastly add in our pecans. And if you remember, this was about a cup. And I'm just gonna pop this in the fridge for like an hour or 2. I think they bake a little bit better if you let them sit rather than just scoop them up real quick and then just throw them in the oven. Okay, so with the magic of editing, now our dough is ready. And it looks the same, but it's a lot stiffer. It's gonna be a lot easier to mold into like little balls. So, I have my little tiny scoop. You can see here. These cookies do grow pretty big, so I'm just doing a flat scoop. And if you guys make this at home, don't forget to tag me in it. It's with #LoveSomeRecipes. Always love seeing your guys' cookies or cakes that come out. And always feel free to ask me if something went wrong, if it didn't turn out right. Message me down below and hopefully I have an answer for what didn't go right. Okay, so now that we have our cookies scooped, we're actually gonna press them down a little bit. Because they're gonna, if you don't press them down, they get kind of thick in the middle. Now we're gonna stick these in the oven for 325 for 11 to 13 minutes, depending on how your oven is. I know like some get a little bit hotter than others. Mine is kind of like that. I feel like when I put things in the oven, they burn a little bit faster than like a regular oven. So I'm gonna put mine in for 11 minutes and we'll be right back. And there you go, now you have some delicious chocolate chip cookies and just look how they break. They're absolutely delicious. Oh my god. Okay, so before I get carried away, don't forget to check out my other cookie playlist I'll put here. And thank you guys so much for watching and we will see you next time.